This video we're going to be looking at Washington. It's Conquest. On the US side they have force recon and airstrikes. We have airstrikes. What we're going to do is I'm going to start out with 2 riflemen. I'm going to secure Foxtrot and walk to Sierra. My partner's going to take a transport and rifleman, and he's either going to go to Alpha or Bravo. The way he figures that is he uses his binoculars. He sees what's going on. Right here that we see a transport and rifleman headed towards Yankee or Whiskey. We see command vehicle and they're taking Lima. So we know that Alpha side is wide open. So he's going to go to Alpha. If you're in a situation where they've got transports headed in Alpha direction, you want to go straight to Bravo because they can beat you to Alpha every time. And what he's going to do is he's going to drop his guys off at Alpha, and he's going to bring his transports back to Foxtrot. And after I get done upgrading Foxtrot, I'm going to hop in the transports and he's going to carry me to Bravo. So that's pretty much the opening move for this map. Everything else pretty much depends on how your enemy's playing. So you always want to be sure at the very beginning of the game, because you can on this particular map, to use your binoculars to see what your opponent's deploying, so you know how you're going to try to play the rest of the game. So I'm done securing Foxtrot, and I'm going to hop in his transports, and he's going to take me to Bravo. And I'm saving points to deep strike or to use on any supports that we may need. I deployed a gunship because I'm going to go scout it out for us to see what all's available, what bases are. We usually do a lot of deep striking on this map. We don't have a lot of armor out on the field really until near the end of the game, just to keep our bases. Because this is an even number of bases on the map, there's 8 bases. So therefore, if you secure the majority of them, even if they crash, you're still going to be in victory mode. So really all you need to do is get in victory and hold what you got. Sometimes we hold what we got, and sometimes we just keep on pushing and trying to grab as many as we can. You just don't want to over deploy yourself. So I drove my chopper by Whiskey. I saw he had guys running there, and I saw he had guys at Yankee, but they're engineers. So I'm going to deep strike Yankee, and he's deep striking Whiskey at the same time. And I'm going to use an EW on these transports to try to get upper hand on these engineers. Because my guys at Yankee are pretty low ranked, they're having actually a tough time with engineers. Plus he had guys that were headed to Whiskey that are in this building right here shooting at me, but because they're focused on me at Yankee, they're not paying attention to Clancy coming up behind them, and he's going to be able to storm the building and kill those guys off. Right here, I was able to take out the engineers. I was able to take down the base, but I wasn't able to secure it. So I'm telling Clancy that Yankee's pretty much wide open except for a transport here. So he's going to start walking to Yankee, and I'm going to help him out by EWing those transports once again, because all we really want to do is secure this base, get the points, and that's just one more base that they have to try to take back if they're going to try to come back and beat us. And as you see, Clancy now, since the clock's running down, he's starting to deploy armor to try to hold what we got. And I'm mainly playing the support role, so if I got points and he needs help with something, I try to EW it. What Clancy's going to do here in a minute is he's going to deep strike Whiskey again, because Whiskey's wide open. We don't want to leave it wide open, and now we don't have guys at Yankee either because those guys got put down. So we've got nobody on Whiskey or Yankee side. If they take one of those back, we're still in good shape, which there's a guy going into Yankee right now. But as he's deep striking Whiskey, he actually gets WMD'd, which still worked out fine for us because now we have a WMD to use as defense. So really this map boils down to getting to Alpha or Bravo in the beginning, and Sierra and Foxtrot. And from there on, it's based primarily on how your opponent plays. There's a lot of buildings on this map, so after you take a base, you can put your guys in the buildings. It's kind of risky if it's before the WMDs went off. But that's how we play Washington.
But now wait a